but I heard in the past and just human life is meant to realize we are not the body, we are not the mind, but a spirit soul. Human life has an order, purpose. Why should Krishna come next week is actually Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We are celebrating Krishna Janmashtami. But 8 days before, we are celebrating Balaramji's appearance day. The elder brother of Krishna. Tauji ki bhaiya Krishna kare. Mahavishnu, when he lies down on the causal ocean, universe are created, but we were also created there. So he glances, Mahavishnu glances on Pradhan, and Pradhan is agitated to become active. That is called Maya. That becomes Mahatattva, in our words, Maya. So the jivas that were created, rather than going up to the spiritual world to be in the loving service of Krishna eternally, but because they're attracted to these jivas, attracted to the metal energy, clearing metal energy, we're all pulled into this direction. Jiva means Sachidananda Swarupa. What is our nature? Our nature is we are eternal, knowledge and blissful. A couple of years ago, one boy came here, and one boy came here. I should not use the word boy, but there is a 20 years of gap, so I can use that word. So we stayed with us. Actually, Shaman Krishna took some PowerPoint presentations also. He's from London. And recently, Chandramani Maharaj came and gave a book and opened like this. Somebody is throwing the ashes into Ganga. Then I read Janakinath ashes. This is Janakinath who was with us. Just ashes. It's more than a year, 2021. And for a few days, honestly speaking, I kept on thinking, what is this life all about? Hardly 36-year-old. And it's more than 1 year since he left the world. And he stayed with us when I knew him from 2010. And we used to live together in Mumbai. So nobody talks about him today. What is human life all about? For this one reason, Krishna comes. Balaram came with his brother. So when we are attracted to this metal energy has what is that? Ignorance. So we picked up that also. When we picked up ignorance, then avidya, then we acquired ahankar. Because of these two elements, we start thinking we are this body. By nature, mind is actually a mode of goodness. But Jiva, impelled by ahankar, started thinking I am this body, which is nothing but 2006 bones, blood, flesh, and marrow. As I'm talking, my mind is, that picture is very weird. They're pouring a bucket of ashes in Ganga. That was what he was about. So, that pure Sachidananda spirit soul starts identifying with the temporary metal body. Mind becomes mind gets into Rajogun, mode of passion. Couple of days ago, Chaitanya Chandra came and said, you are rich, you may be rich or poor, you may be beautiful or ugly, you may be educated or uneducated. We all agree on life is. How many have agreed? Life is tough. Why? Why is life tough? Who made it tough? We ourselves. So impelled by ego, we start doing wrong things. But this today we are. Envy, greed, anger, pride, ego illusion. Temples, churches, mosques, synagogues, rather than telling you, get rid of this, they're telling you, you pay little money, will help you increase your ego, will help you increase your lust, will help you increase your anger. Hare Krishna. Develop a life, very well known, we are very good. But if you go and ask our family members, they know what we are. We are trained to speak very well. Even devotees. We have one life that everyone knows. We have another life people do not know. Then it creates what? Hypocrisy. And why is life tough? We are hypocritical. With whom? Ourselves. A person who declares war on envy, a person who declares war on ahankar, a person who declares war on impurities of his heart, his or her heart. This is the destination. One day I'm on perfection. If not, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jedresenam, Yasamsare, Karikupaya, Mahindra. What is Punarapi? Number 8, always I speak. Turn it like this, infinity. My mother was very upset when I joined full time. I have only one question for her. Where is the father? Where did he go? We don't even talk about him. It is 30 years. She said she never forgot. What is the use? He already progressed to the next level. He already progressed to the next level. I read Gita very well. If you remembered my sister or you would have become a woman. If you had good karma to get a human body, or left the world in Tamagun, animal life, or left the body in Sattvagun, a demigod, but still stuck in the cycle of birth and death. Though she was very upset, a couple of years later, she said, I appreciate what you are doing, be like this. I said, thank you. Because you don't see any Indian parents telling, we want everyone to become a doctor or engineer. Even if he's alcoholic, he's your daughter, we have no problem because he has money. 97% of women are officially abused in India. Nobody speaks about this. Why? He maintains. Is he happy or am I happy? One day I was glorifying Indians. This doctor came and said 50% of in Indian community also 50% divorce. Don't glorify them. He told me strongly 10 years ago. Since then I stopped glorifying Indians. I'm an Indian. Ladies and gentlemen, why should Balaramji come? We are all slaves to our mind. We are all slaves to our senses, our egos. One day I visited a temple in New York. Everyone is going upstairs. 3 minutes they take darshan. So many deities, starting from Ganeshji to Lord Shiva to other. And they're spending 2 hours talking about politics in the restaurant. Nobody stayed more than 3 minutes. Indians are not atheistic, but Indians are very intelligent. Why? I want to have a spiritual insurance. I have a car insurance. I have a home insurance. I have every insurance. One thing I don't have, spiritual insurance. I have a fear of losing it. Why do we go to temples? My God, if you are there, be happy. Take this money, $10. EAD means $50. Green card means $100 every month. Better customer. Means what? You are telling the temple, you are telling quote unquote so-called God, increase my envy on you. Let me take birth again and again and again. That is what life all about. I realized spiritual life is easy. After practicing for so many years, I realized it is spiritual life is easy, but I am difficult. Who is difficult? I am difficult. Why? So much envy, so much greed. So when I talk about others, Prajalpa, when I call my mom or dad in India, I spend 3 hours. When I go to temple, 10 minutes darshan ho gaya. Are they giving prasad? No, chalo. So I can go to Disneyland, spend $15,000. But when I come to temple, I think twice whether I should put $5 or $2 or $10. I can speak on the phone 10 hours, but when it comes to temple, 15 minutes is more. How many of you agree? Then why do we? Then when it comes to, you will come here. When you come here, you can go back to Godhead. I won't go back to Godhead right now. I should become Krishna's associate only. What is your qualification? Too much envy. Then do you think Krishna will allow us? Ladies and gentlemen, that person who declares war, he or she is qualified. Otherwise, Ravinath Das Goswami says in Manasiksha. Yes, Jesus Christ promises there. One day, one Christian, we are always confronted by Christians when we go for book distribution. Jesus died for our sins. Gentlemen, Jesus died for our sins. I said, all right, he died for our sins. That insurance is there. Keep on sinning because let him suffer. He was shocked. Likewise, Prabhupada's statement is there. You chant 16 rounds, follow 4 regulative principles. I'll take you back to Godhead. All right, Prabhupada is there to take back to Godhead. Hare Krishna 16 rounds over. How long have I been chanting? 20 years. Did you get rid of greed? Get rid of pride, ego? Why should Krishna come? Why should Balaramji come? And why I'm first, I think many of you know, this is the first time I'm speaking like this. I'm here to tell a beautiful story. How Balaramji came, how he killed. If I say like this, one lady will come. My husband is beating me. We both are engineers. But he comes and speaks so sweetly, does service. What is that you're doing? I have no answer for that. Because we as monks, we are weak. We want you to become soft and soft, but you don't. Why? Because you are creating a life that is known to us, a life unknown to us. ISKCON temples, 850, 19% people live outside. Maybe 1970, Swami Prabhupada came, only George Harrison was the congregation member. Today, 19%, they live outside. So the growth of ISKCON temple doesn't depend on 2-3 brahmacharis. It will depend on you. So take good care of the spouse. Be grateful to your wife. Be grateful to your husband. Be grateful to your parents. That will change ISKCON. We will offer a solution to the rest of the world. Yes, we have the best philosophy. We have best system. We have best, everything best. But we don't have anybody to show it best. Should I continue? How many of you want me to continue? Today, if you say, I'll declare war on my enemy, I'll declare war on my ego. I'll respect, I'll accept whatever is given to me by destiny. And let me go forward. You are the person to become the recipient of Balaramji and next week Krishna's. How much ego? So much ego, so much envy. Many times I hated myself. Why? Maybe so much of XBMN. What is that? Where is happened for so many more than 2 decades now? but I'm trying. My Lord, I'm trying. There's a message I always say. My Lord, I'm sincere, my Lord. I'm trying, my Lord. I don't want to fail, but I'm trying. Because there are so many people who love me unconditionally. That is one thing that let me continue. Recently, I'm aging out. I'm not there yet. Fear started. But I'm continuing. Why the process works? Because if at all you have to have self-realization, that thing happened to me long ago. Visible. I never told this to anybody. Maybe that's why I continued. But impurities are still there. Process works excellent. I should be sincere. I should be sincere today, not tomorrow. Because tomorrow there is no guarantee. We draw together this Prabhu, Janakinath. Today is history. Nobody remembers about him. 36. I'm sure more than 40% of people here are more about 36. So in our Brahmachari classes, we discuss practically every day about him. Tomorrow is mystery. Don't know what is going to happen. Yesterday was history. Gone is gone. Sometimes, our mind nonsense. You did this wrong, Prabhu. You did this wrong 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Our mind makes us suffer. Tell the mind, shut up. I cannot undo it. Tell the mind, shut up. Yes, I did it. I did a wrong thing. I failed in my exam. I had a wrong problem. I had some illicit affair. I drank alcohol. What can I do? Holy name, Brahmana Puran says, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Holy name can counteract the sins not you committed. You can imagine to commit. That's the power. That's why Ajah's story was there in 6th canto. So if you say, my Lord, I might have done 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 5 years ago. Today I'm your servant. Please accept me. Chant the holy name. Today you're accepted. You should know you have Krishna's grace on your head. That is the power of the bhakti process. That's the power of the holy name. Why Lord Chaitanya appeared and Nitya with Nityananda Prabhu in Kali Yuga, not by accident. He knew everyone is like Jagan Brother, everyone is fallen, everyone is degraded. If somebody thinks he doesn't know his past. He's cheating himself actually. So, those of you who are very sincere, you should know, don't worry about the past. You're already taken care. Krishna is holding an umbrella of mercy on you. Don't make holes to it by offending devotees. Why Balaramji comes? Guru. Why Balaramji Lord Duryodhan? Guru Tattva. What is the quality Duryodhan had? Can anyone tell one good quality? What is his good quality? He did not have one good quality. That is his good quality. I was telling that probably I just spoke 2 sentences. If you have 10 children, parents especially, you will not go and stay with the CEO's son. You will go and go to the CEO's son, you'll bring the money and give it to the foolish son who is living in India, you'll give all the money to him. I have seen this live. Then I appreciate it. That is Balaramji. So what Guru will do? And Guru, whoever is the most foolish guy, Guru will try to pick him up. Srila Prabhupada was living 2 kilometers from Sivakunjala, the Rasasthali. At the age of 70, why did he leave everything and come to New York City, the forest fire of mental existence? What is the most degraded city? New York. So he came to deliver the most fallen people. When it rains, when it floods, the low-lying areas will be flooded. When it rains, when it is flooded, which will be flooded first? The low-lying areas. That is Prabhupada. That is Balaramji. So those of you, my request, before this is my introduction, and now I'll commence. If you declare war, I want to be honest to myself. because Krishna is in our heart anyway. We will be the recipient of Balaramji's mercy from today. And of course, Balaramji will recommend you to Krishna. Balaram, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. Swayam Bhagavan, Swayam Rupa. Krishna has a 64 qualities. Shadaiswarya Purna Bhagavan. So he has 64 qualities. But Krishna Tattva is very difficult to understand. More afternoon I was explaining. Prabhava Prakash means Krishna will expand into unlimited Krishnas. They all look alike, but they do different activities. One good example. Not the devotees who said. Krishna expands himself into unlimited Krishnas. They all look alike, but they are doing different things. Yes. Rasa dance. 3 times I revolt to Ragam. Krishna, that many number of gopis were there. Krishna expanded to that many forms in Rasalila. And every Krishna was doing a different activity. They're all Krishna. It is called a Prabhava Prakash. But there is one more. Krishna will expand into unlimited, but they're all different in forms and different in mood. That's called Vaibhava Prakash. First example is Balaram. First example is Balaram. Another example, Brahma Vimohan Lila. Krishna expanded into unlimited cows and covered boys. But some are actually Vishnu, they expand to the Vishnu forms. Anyway, Vaibhava Prakash is Krishna. It is Krishna, but the color, the form is different. Balaramji color is white, and Balaramji mood is different. What is Krishna? Savior Bhagavan. Means he receives your service. So when Krishna wants to serve himself, like for example, you are getting headache. So when Krishna gets headache, what he will do? Ting, he'll create one person. And they'll come and massage his head. How many of you want like that something? Somebody can say, massage my neck or back. So Krishna wants to serve himself. He expands. The first expansion is Balaram, Sevaka Bhagavan. The first expansion is Balaram, Sevaka Bhagavan. He comes and renders service to Krishna. Krishna is a Savior Bhagavan, same person, but only difference in mood and color. Krishna is a bluish black monsoon cloud. Balaramji is like a white summer cloud, no water, so it looks white. And what is Balaramji's mood? Sevaka Bhagavan. That's why origin of Guru Tattva is the main person in the Guru Tattva. Because he is Sevaka Bhagavan, he brings all the living entities, all the fallen people to the lotus feet of Krishna. Deliver them. Keep them here. So, Balaram, the demons Krishna killed are the bad qualities. They represent our bad qualities. The demons Balaramji killed also represent bad qualities. So the bad qualities, the demons Balaramji killed, they are in our heart. When we perform bhakti sincerely, Guru will come and remove them. The demons Krishna killed are the bad qualities in our heart. When we perform bhakti sincerely, Guru will petition Krishna to remove them. So Balaramji killed in Vrindavan 2 demons. What are those? Dhenukasur and Pralambasur. Material world, especially Kali Yuga, purity we cannot even see. is remote. So in spiritual circles also, hypocrisy is creeping in, quarrel is creeping in. People have expectations. Then how can we run the show? So the demons, the first one is Pralambasar. Dhenukas represents ignorance of the soul. I am this body. I am this mind. Majority of the people in the world think like that. 99.9%. And we all agree, mind never told you you're amazing and mind never made you happy. Maybe gulab jamun for 40 seconds we were happy. Or some sense enjoyment, maybe a little bit happiness. Most of the time, mind is in trouble only. How many agree? Given an opportunity, will you keep your mind with you? Or give it to somebody? I'll give it to somebody today. I don't want my mind. Because mind is controlling me. I am not controlling my mind. Real spirituality is about dealing with mind actually. So, Balaramji killed Dhenukasur. Dhenukasur represents forgetfulness of the soul and bodily consciousness, first one. Second thing is, so much faith and material intelligence. Third thing is foolishness. So because of this, actually what happened? Krishna and Balaram, one day friends came to Krishna and Balaram and said, we are very hungry today. And we heard in this tal forest, there are beautiful tal fruits. But everyone is scared because there is a demon by name Dhenukasur. Dhenu means, you know what? Everybody. Ass. Dhenukasur, not Dhenu. Dhenu means cow, no doubt. Dhenukasur means here. Dhenuka means ass. Dhenu means cow, no doubt. Kama Dhenu. But here Dhenuka. Ka is added. So Dhenuka means ass. So what is bodily consciousness? Yasya atma buddhi kunapayatri dhatuki. Swadesha kalatra dishko midyati. Ye tirtha buddhi sallena kariyati. Janesha vignesha saiva gokara. Bodily consciousness, those who think this body is nothing but a combination of blood, blood mucus, so people think I'm this body. And when anybody came out from my body, they are my relatives. We visit holy place only to take bath, not interested to listen. What is that mentality? Sayeva Gokara, as mentality. I want to take 1 minute. What is the mentality of as Prabhupada writes? There is so much grass, as does not need to work for any washerman and carry 3 times, 4 times loads. As doesn't. They work so hard. And in the summer, there is so much grass. After eating a lot of grass, see the mind, the nature of the mind. Should I tell?
Very good.
After eating a lot of grass, in summer, ass becomes weak. You know why? Ass thinks there is so much grass. Looks like I have not eaten today. Serious. This is ass mentality. Looks like I have not eaten today. In the winters, after rainy season is over, rainy season, the ass becomes weak because ass thinks I have not eaten because there is so much grass. But after that, winter season comes, everything becomes dry. Or hot summer season, then ass thinks when there is no grass, ass becomes fat. The washerman is giving only this much grass only. Why? As is picking up weight, there is no grass. It means I have eaten a lot. So, what is the mentality? If you want to be happy, always see somebody better than you. I have Tesla, I have Tesla, I have Tesla, I have Tesla. And seeing somebody is having Camry. But I don't know, I don't know the higher end cars other than that. So when your neighbor is better than you, Bentley or something, if you keep on looking, you're depressed even after having Tesla. How many of you agree? Somebody is not agreeing. Thank you. So what is that? That is as mentality it is said. So anyway, my point is, Prabhupada says 8.4 million living entities, only 1%, one species works hard, day and night. Ants, they work only 8 months, 4 months they don't work, rainy season. Don't tell after Corona, nobody's working, working from home means work for home. So the point is, Balaramji killed Dhenukasura. Balaramji has two weapons, plow and mace. So plow means it has a furrow. If you plow the field, this furrow will go deep inside the earth and it will bring all the rocks, tough rocks outside. And Balaramji would take the mace and hit them hard and make them powder. In other words, when we take shelter of Balaramji, the impurities in our heart, they're so tough. For Balaramji, it is not tough. You would crush them to powder if you take his shelter. And what he will do, our tough heart, he will plow it, remove the impurities. He will, with his furrow, he'll plow the field and he will plant the seed of bhakti. And with mace, he would crush the rocks, the powder, and he would make our hearts soft. Then another demon he killed was Pralambasur. Licentiousness, illicit relationships. No? For bhakti, actually now Swami Prabhupada, what is the greatness of Prabhupada? Dharma stands on 4 pillars. What are the 4 pillars? Tapas, Saucham, Daya, Satyam. Everybody. Dharma stands on 4 pillars. English words. Tapas means austerity, Saucham cleanliness, Daya mercy, Satyam truthfulness. If you protect, actually, if you go to any holy place in India, Tirupati, Dharmo Rakshati Rakshata, protect Dharma, Dharma will protect you. So when Prabhupada came to America, big rock stars would come and Prabhupada would preach to them. And rock stars means 2 things very important for them: promotion of drugs and illicit relationships. Prabhupada would preach to them, tell them to chant the holy name, but the devotees would be praying, Prabhupada, please don't tell this. These people are very influential. If they come to movement, they'll change so many people. One time, Hells Angels, this is a band, they came. Prabhupada started preaching to them, and devotees were praying, Prabhupada, please, you can tell anything, you can talk about prasad, you can talk about holy name, you can talk about everything, but not about dharma and protection of dharma. Because they go, this is what they promote. What do they promote those days, 1970? America started promoting drugs and illicit relationships. Finally, Prabhupada finished and said, give them prasad. Devotees were, they liked, Hells Angels liked ISKCON philosophy. impressed with Prabhupada, and they said, we will leave Swamiji. Prabhupada said, give them prasad. And Prabhupada said, I forgot to tell you one thing. Human life is meant for self-realization. If you really want to make progress, I encourage you not to have any extramarital relationships and no drugs, because it will contaminate your heart. You're chanting this holy name, you're raising your consciousness. By doing all the wrong things, you're bringing your consciousness down. Devotee is sitting in another room. Everyone felt the bombs were falling on their head. Prabhupada said, I don't want 10 stars, I want one moon. Prabhupada said, even if I had relaxed, I would have brought many more people in the movement. The movement will survive only on the strength of purity. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a desire to become pure yourself in this lifetime, your last and first destination is Hare Krishna temple. Because no temple will tell you, because they're scared. But if you really want to be pure and adopt a pure path, pure faith, join our Bhakti Rakshas. So many people here, they do Bhakti Rakshas. And you don't need to do tomorrow, you can take 5 years. So if you want to become pure after 5 years, come here. If you want to become 10, after 10 years, become pure, come here. If you want to become pure tomorrow, come here. Because Prabhupada is a representative of Balaramji. He was heavy. And because of his purity, he transformed the hearts of 10,000 Americans. And the licentiousness means extramarital relationships. 10 minutes happiness, 15 minutes happiness during whatever. And 50 years of suffering. Because you are not only, I should not have done this, I should not have done this, I should not have done this. And what is the next one? Second one, adoration, profit, distinction. Kanaka Kamani Pratishta. Adoration, the 3 words plus adoration, profit, distinction. So there is a radio. I was telling today, WIIFM TV, not radio. What is a WIIFM TV? What is in it for me? One devotee says, Prabhuji, may I distribute books? 1,000 books gaya. Abba, what is there for me? What is in it for me? Kya milega? What is in it for me? Then it is like holding both the cycle brakes and trying to pedal the cycle. Cycle will not go far. These are my very difficult and it took a lot of time, still struggling, but I want to make progress. Iteration, profit and distinction. I am joining 16 nodes for 10 years, for 5 years. I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm a professor. I sing very well, I dance very well. Nobody is better than me. Distinction. Means you're telling Balaramji, don't come into my life. As long as we don't kill this demon, we cannot make progress on our path of bhakti. We may convince so many people, but Krishna in our heart as Paramatma is not happy. So, Pralambasur. Why Balaramji killed Pralambasur? Today somebody asked me, the way Balaramji killed demons or Krishna killed demons, they represent some things. What does this story represent? Nitai Nadia Chandravani ki. Gaurnitai Viskali, like Balaram, Krishna Balaram. So I'll tell this story. Can I tell this story? One day Krishna and Balaram, they were playing. Pralambasur, he wanted to kill Krishna. That day when Gopa did not come home, he stayed home. He did not come and did not join the group. So Pralambas realized that, and he disguised himself and he joined the group. Krishna detected that. Krishna was thinking, what should I do? So then Krishna said, today we'll play a different game. Let us make two groups. So Krishna made two groups. So Pralambas thought, if I am on Krishna's side, Krishna always wins. So then if I am on Krishna's side, then somehow I should stay close to him that I can kill him. But Krishna is very intelligent. That day Krishna lost. So Balaram on one side, Krishna on another side. So Krishna's group lost. So according to the norms of the game, the defeated party had to carry the winning party. So Krishna said, all right, come and carry. He told Sridhama, I'll carry you. And now this guy had to carry Balaram. He thought, Krishna is difficult. If I kill his brother, then probably, Krishna will become weak, then I can kill Krishna also. So he put Balaram on his shoulders. They all have to carry their opponent up to the deadline. So everyone started carrying. But Pralambas, what he did, he took a different turn. He started carrying Balaramji deep into the forest. Nobody realized that. So as he started going into the forest, Balaramji saw the sun in the sky started coming down. Balaramji didn't understand, why is the sun coming down? What happened? Pralambas started growing big. He started becoming big and bigger as a demon. So he gave up his body, his form as a cowherd boy. He became a human form of a demon. So when Balaramji saw that, first thought that came in his mind, there was a terrorist attack. So he is also in Vatsalya Ras. All the 5 rasas are, Balaram serves Krishna in 5 rasas. So in Santaras, entire spiritual world, Gola Vrindavan and Vaikuntha is an expansion of Balaramji. In fact, when we built this, underneath the altar we put Ananta Sesh. And he expands into 5, Sankarshana and Mahavishnu, Garbhadasa Vishnu, Kshadasa Vishnu. These 4, Balaramji helps through these 4, helps Krishna, render service to Krishna in creation. But the 5th one, Sesha, Ananta Sesh, he helps Krishna in pastimes. He expands Krishna, he expands the whole spiritual world. He expands to become spiritual world. The clothes, the bed, all the paraphernalia of Krishna is expansion of Balaramji. That is Santaras. So when Krishna wants to meet, his friend Radharani, because Balaram is down 40 kilometers, it will become 4 feet. His dam is all elastic. Now it's very dynamic, not static. Somebody is coming to catch Krishna. Balaram, 4 feet will become 4 kilometers. So he facilitates. Then in the mood of Dasyaras, then Krishna is tired. As an elder brother, he will massage Krishna's feet. But his main rasa is a friendship. Sakhyaras. As a friend, he would fight with Krishna, would quarrel with Krishna. But as Vatsalya, he becomes protective. One day he told Yashoda, he had daughter. Really, he had daughter? Yeah, he had daughter. Mother Yashoda. So he would always, Mother Yashoda would tell him, hey, take care of Krishna. Hey, take care of Balaram. Take care of Krishna. Take care of Krishna. Balaram always has one eye. He's very protective. So that day, when Balaram was when Pralambas was taking away into the deep forest, Balaramji thought, oh, I am being carried by a demon. Means that another demon attacked Krishna and Krishna is in danger. The moment he felt like that, oh, I did not protect my brother. And second thing, my brother is in danger. Balaramji became weak and scared. When Pralambasur saw Krishna was scared, Balaramji was scared. Pralambasur grew his body to big and bigger. When Krishna was here, Krishna understood what is happening there. Immediately Krishna sent a message in the heart. Hey, don't worry, I'm safe. You take care of yourself. There is only one demon that he attacked you, not me. The moment Balaramji got the message, I am safe, you take care of yourself. Krishna is very naughty, but not Balaramji. Balaramji everything straightforward. So what he did, he folded his hand and only one shot. This book lag raha hai, I can't fight it in this guy. So this is Ananta Sesh, he is holding the power, Balaram. With one shot, Pralambasur fell down dead. Balaramji walked out. Balaramji ki. Then why? Then what is the significance? He asked me. I said, because of Rajogun, the desire to enjoy illicit sex, illicit relationships, it keeps on growing. You may be chanting also. It doesn't go down. And all glories, there are so many Pralambasurs in the America is known for it. Media, universities, internet, everywhere Pralambasur only. And he keeps on growing everywhere. And adding fuel to our, adding fuel in our heart, the desire in our heart. Unless we take shelter of, and Prabhupada says, get married. Prabhupada came to America, when he saw these Americans living together, Prabhupada performed marriage. Prabhupada get married, take responsibility. There is nothing wrong in it, Prabhupada said. So the point is, but no illicit, no extramarital affairs. It's very simple. Pralambasur. So it keeps on growing. If we do not take shelter of Balaramji, there is no solace. One day, actually, Prabhupada said this. Prabhupada got into a taxi in New York City, and the New York taxi driver, he asked in his heavy New York accent, "Oh, you're Swami from India? What powers you can show? You have any mystic powers?" He turned like this driving. Prabhupada said, I can do much more than that. Not just showing mystic powers. What you can show? You put me in a room of 100 naked women without being affected, I can walk out. I can come out comfortably. This guy didn't turn the head back. He drove her, oh, you're that much powerful. So one day Prabhupada landed in LA, 5,000 people offered obeisances. And Prabhupada turned to Shruti Prabhupada and said, you know, wherever I go, why people respect? I have no lust. So Jagadguru, so he has come to take everyone back to spiritual world. So Pralambasur represents licentiousness, adoration, profit, distinction. So unless we declare war on these things, we cannot do progress. And my last story, can I tell? So Mahabharata war, Balaramji said, I love Duryodhan, I love Pandavas, I cannot fight. But Krishna is very clear. Krishna said, I am with my devotees, Pandavas. And indirectly Krishna told Balaram, you come this side also. Balaram said, no. I'm equal to them, I'm equal to this, I will not fight. All right, Krishna said, no problem. Then what happened? But actually, anyone has been to Naimisharanya. There is a holy place in Uttar Pradesh. You know, there you will see Balaram deity. Beautiful Balaram deity. I went. And there you don't see him wearing, you don't see him holding plough and mace. You will see him holding a blade of grass like this. He will hold only blade of grass. So, Balaramji was visiting different holy places of pilgrimage. So finally went to Naimisharanya. All the sages were there. They were actually discussing the scriptures, the different Puranas. So that day there was a class. It was given by Ramaharshana. It was a sutta. So Ramaharshana Sutta was giving class. And when Balaramji, this is the first expansion, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna's first expansion, and Vaibhav Prakash. So when Balaramji entered, everyone stood up in respect all the sages. But Ramaharshana, he was sitting on Vyasasana. What he did, he didn't get up. He didn't get up in the honor. Balaramji is very strict. Very strict means very strict. He cannot bear hypocrisy. And he cannot tolerate injustice. He's very strict. If you want, I'll stop the story and I'll go to another story just to tell that. So Balaramji came back when Bhima and Duryodhana were fighting. That's when Balaramji came. Krishna felt, this person should not have come here. So everything is going on very well according to plan. But Bhima was very powerful, but for past 12 years in the forest, so many problems. But Duryodhana was trained for this match every day for 14 years. 12 years or 14 years? 12 years. 12 years Ajnata, forest and 1 year incognito. 12 and 1, right? Yes. So, but for 13 years, unfortunately, Bhima didn't have training. 13 years, Duryodhana was trained in the palace. Finally, what happened? He came. You should know this. So the fighting started. But Balaramji was coming. Bhima was not ready. And Balaramji was watching. Finally, what Krishna signaled to Bhima. Because he took a wall. When Duryodhana showed the thighs to Draupadi, you come and sit down here. Then Bhima said, I'll break those thighs. But in mace fighting, you cannot hit the opponent below the waist. Apart from that, Gandhari also blessed Duryodhana. His entire body was literally made iron because of her glands, except the thighs. That's also Krishna's intervention is there, needless to say. So, but then what is that? What he did, and finally, Krishna, he looked at Krishna. Krishna said, right, continue. I do eat. Hungry, if you have to go. So then Bhima hit the thighs and Duryodhana fell down. And Balaramji was watching. How can you do this? This is rule for all. Then immediately picked up the club. I'll kill him. And this is Balaramji. And there is another Mahabharata war resumed here. Then he said, Krishna said, wait. Krishna said, Balaramji said, I cannot wait. How can he do this? This is against the rules of Vedayita. Krishna said, wait. What wait? Krishna struggled like left and right to pacify him. Finally, before Balaramji was pacified, Krishna told Bhima, chale ja. So Balaramji saw finally Bhima was not there already. So Balaramji is very strict. He doesn't care. He is your side or somebody's side. Krishna is not like that. Krishna is very partial to devotees. How many of you think you are devotees? So Krishna is with you or not? Say Haribol. Yes, Krishna loves his devotees, right? So then what happened? He didn't get up. Right? You are giving class, you are telling everyone the principles. Principles and etiquette. Bhagwan ki jai. So can I take 2 minutes and done? So then what he did, immediately became, you're a hypocrite. You may have so much knowledge, you may be a disciple of Vedavyas, but you're a hypocrite. Balaram doesn't like hypocrisy. He picked up a blade of grass and put it on his head, he fell down dead. All the sages said, alas, alas, alas. What happened? Just now before you came, we gave him the blessing, may you live long. And before he could digest the blessing, he is no more. Balaram said, I'm sorry, really you bless like that? In future, nobody will believe our blessings. You kill him. And Balaram said, all right, I'll bring him back to life. No, you're Supreme Personality of Godhead. You cannot, you don't need to. But please make sure our blessing doesn't go in vain. And make sure. But at the same time, we don't want to intervene. We don't want to, come in your way. Your Supreme Lord Himself, Supreme Personality of God Himself. Balaram said, all right. Son is the image of the Father. What Balaram said this, I will atone the sin. They said there is one demon. Balbala is coming and attacking us. So please help us kill him. 1, 2. Balaram said, I'll kill him. 2. I will also atone for the sin. 3. Son is the image of the Father. So whatever the blessing you have given, we'll give the blessing to the Son. Sutta Goswami. That's why Sutta Goswami lived very long time. Sutta Goswami lived a very long time. And later, he spoke Bhagavatam to the sages of Nishad. Right? So, what is the moral? Moral is, we are all trying to speak very well. We are all trying to be humble. But internally, we know our name is prefixed with I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I am this, I'm an IIT, I am a devotee, I'm a serious devotee, I'm a brahmachari. I. What is it called? Ankar. In English? False ego. We may have knowledge. Again, I'm going back to my class, beginning of the class. So when we harbor our impurities, trying to speak very well, it creates a hypocrisy. It creates hypocrisy. It took a long time for me to realize this Bhagavad Gita memorizing verses only increased my arrogance, only increased my impurity. Time is running out, but I realized this late. Both late over here. Krishna, I read one book, Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He says, if anybody sees me, he'll become sinful. How many of you think like that? Do you think when somebody sees you, they'll become sinful? They'll get bad karma? Huh? Is there anybody who think like that? We never think like that. We don't think like that. That's why there is only one Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Real progress is humility. What is real progress?
Humility.
But don't say I'm very humble tomorrow. No. Humility means there's somebody said, what is humility? Don't expect honor. Or I am nothing but my guru is everything. Or I'm a spirit soul and not the body. Or somebody said, what is humility? Don't think less of yourself, but think yourself less. Think of yourself less. आपके बारे में ज़्यादा सोचिए मत. Don't undermine yourself, but think about your I'm useless. That is not humility. It is inferiority complex. It is a don't think about it. Just lead the life. When somebody is lower than us, in superiority. When somebody is better than us, inferiority. Two sides of the same coin. Ego. Simple. My guru is everything. My guru is very. What is that? I'm a spirit soul. My guru's grace is. I'm running the show because of guru's grace. Actually, I'm honest with you. Chaitanya Charitamrita is filled with unlimited nectar. But I was impressed with this. Vaigunya Kita Kalitam Paisanya Vrunapeditam Dainyam Sri Chaitanya Vidimasre. I have taken shelter of Lord Chaitanya, this doctor. Why? My body is filled with the germs of mental activity. I don't like all spirituality. I want to work, make money, make money. Material stuff, no God. Because of that, my body is filled with the boils of envy. Because of that, I am drowned in the ocean of sorrow. I am buying cars and all to show others I am happy, but actually I am miserable. That's why I have taken shelter of this doctor. Sri Chaitanya Vaidyamasri. Why I am telling this is, whatever the blade of grass Balramji used to kill Ramaharshana, same blade of grass, when he came as Nityananda Prabhu, he put it in his mouth. Means, I am a servant, sir. Bolo Krishna Bhajo Krishna Koro Krishna Siksha Krishna Mata Krishna Pata Krishna Pranadan. He would go door to door on the order of Lord Chaitanya. He would go door to door and he would fall at the feet. Ek baar jab karo na, chant only one time, you will be delivered. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One day he knocked at somebody's door. The guy opened the door. He didn't see anybody. Who knocked the door? He wanted to close it. Then he looked down. Somebody is getting up. Already offered obeisances because he opened the door. And said, who are you, sir? Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Puro Krishna, Siksha. Chant Krishna's name, learn about Krishna, sing the glories of Krishna. Because Krishna is your father, Krishna is your mother, Krishna is your life savior. But guess what? I'll accept it. But Jagai Mother didn't do that. Mother smashed the head of Nityananda Rus with the liquor pot to kill him. Why? Saints were always persecuted. But this is not a saint, this is a Supreme Personality of Godhead. But in the role of a saint, he went to that extent to make somebody Krishna conscious. Prabhupada said you have to pour buckets of blood to make one person Krishna conscious. My request to you, you are here on this holy day, means you are saved. You have got Krishna's face. But think of outsiders, others who are not here. You Krishna. This is what I want to speak. Please do excuse me if I have spoken anything wrong as your humble servant. Please excuse me as a humble servant if I have spoken anything wrong. But thank you very much for your patient audience. I need one more minute. Janmashtami is coming next week, Friday, Sunday. This is the day only once in a year we do midnight aarti. Programs happen every day, of course, you should know. 5 o'clock, we temple is open every day, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. We'll close. But that day there is a midnight aarti also. Invite your friends, invite your near and dear. Bring them here and allow them to receive the grace of Krishna. If you're interested to do some volunteering, you want to do some voluntary service, please come. But the schedule, Sunday. But my request to you, if you're interested to take part in promotion, stand up. Archana Prabhu is here. Okay. Archana Prabhu is there, and Ramkumar Prabhu is stand up. Ramkumar is actually, if you are interested in promotion, Ramkumar Prabhu is doing it. You want to take some flyers? Yes, some flyers here. Can I bring it here? How many of you want some flyers? You can give it to your friends. We can give it to you right now. 10, 5, 20. Anybody is interested to receive them and give it to your friends? To invite them? Okay, one person. Who is that raising? Please raise your hands. Okay, I can see Payal Manjim. Okay, so best thing is, wait, we'll give it right now. Can you bring upstairs? There upstairs. Yeah. Okay. So because Krishna says in Gita, Najatasmat Manisheshu Kaschit Nipri Pratama. The person who promotes Bhagavad Gita, for him pure devotional service is guaranteed. He is my dearest devotee, he'll come back to me. So what you're doing is you're trying to bring somebody to Krishna's lotus feet. That's the best service. You know. So those who want flyers actually come forward and we'll give the flyers. Others, thank you very much. It's a little late. And Prasad is being served outside. Prasad is being served outside. It's a little late, but thank you very much. And we'll see you next Friday for Janmashtami. And you're interested in volunteering? Can you get up? You go volunteer. You know, you can contact. Yes, sir. You're interested in volunteering, right? Okay, can you contact? Can you talk to you? That black shirt. And other people too. Thank you very much. And you know, everyone, they will give you blessings. Balaramji's blessings stay. The Aarti is finishing in one less than 1 because she's in the last one. And she'll give you the blessings from the altar. Balaramji's blessings. Correct. Thank you. Balaram ji ki jai. Balaram ji appearance of Mahamotsav ki jai. Upcoming Sri Krishna Janmashtami Mahamotsav ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So moral is, let us become better human beings before we become better devils.